With the Wasatch Mountains overlooking us, EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the capital city of Utah, Salt Lake City. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Monarchs of Toronto taking on the River Hogs of Salt Lake City. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys have won 2 straight since dropping the opener a few weeks back. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go now.
He finds his man complete. That's Wheeler. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A good start. 1 play, 10 yards. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
It's a pickup of 3.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
DeVito going to look to throw it. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's DeVito. He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
34-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
Come on, set.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Right back to him on first down. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
second down and 4.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
Throwing now, DeVito. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
To throw is DeVito. That is caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Riverhogs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. That penalty is declined.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Off the play fake. Callaway. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Up the middle they go. Best. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set.
Here's Scott. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. From the 34-yard line, here's a second down and 9. Off play action. Callaway. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the carry, this is Scott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He finds his man, complete. That's Bailey. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side, complete to Scott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The 13 yards that time and a first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
He's going to try and take off with it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Monarchs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A 10-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now this offense about ready to take over again. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 9.
Set, ready. 45, white. Set,
to the air is DeVito. Nice little juke. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. These two teams all tied after 1. Salt Lake City with the football here to begin quarter 2. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
black, 95.
Here's DeVito. Setting up the screen for Sampson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Sampson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They bring their punter out there now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Scott. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression. And when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They go again with Scott. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, it's Bailey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now Scott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
From the gun on 3rd down, Callaway. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Now it's DeVito. In trouble, and he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Returnable here from the 38. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Operating from the gun. Count away. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Ready, set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Let's go now.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2.
Come on, set. Ready.
Back to throw here. And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Callaway. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Scott. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
That's good for a Toronto 1st down.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
At the 50-yard line.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he will find Scott on the right side, complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pass complete. Restrepo. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
A gain of 26 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen in our halftime report. Scott. All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counter-punch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we are just about ready for the start of the second half. A one-point game through 2 quarters as we get rolling here in this second half. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Callaway. That's complete to Tremaine. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Off-play action. Callaway. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Monarchs have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7.
14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Okay, ready?
Looking to put a drive together.
Set. Ready, set.
On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Ready, set.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Salt Lake City,
On the double.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Ready,
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
ready, set.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
95. Set.
Now a give, right side. Sampson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
38. Ready.
Back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case...
Yeah, not the case. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way down to the 35. And what a big-time play there. 42 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Best. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Callaway. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on 3rd down. Callaway. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
That'll be completed to Sampson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
At the 49-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Into the hands of Cedric Tillman.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On the ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready, ready, ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
At the 44-yard line.
But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
He finds his man, complete. It's Morgan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Let's go.
DeVito going to look to throw it. He'll try and do this himself.
And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Here we go. Ready.
They'll run on 1st down. Sampson. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15.
65 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Down. Hut, hut.
Now a give right side. Phillips. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Simpson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Dylan Sampson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Riverhogs have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Riverhogs.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and was polished off by the touchdown run from the 16-yard line. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4, 2nd down coming up.
At the 33-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Callaway. And that is incomplete. It was Damone Clark. He was in the right spot to break that one up. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
To throw, it's DeVito. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
A gain of 9.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fielded just inside the 20. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They go play action here on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle, and frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fade.
Now a give right side. Scott gets past one man.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much has nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. That's Ramos. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Let's go now. Count.
And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Hewitt. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Salt Lake City's offense back onto the field. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Salt Lake City first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sampson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, DeVito. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Ready.
To throw is DeVito. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down. Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
32. Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throw left side complete. That's Wheeler.
It's a gain of 8.
And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Now 2nd and 4.
Come on, set. 40. Ready.
To the air is DeVito. Now he's going to step up and run.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
A big play looming on 3rd down.
Here we go. 50. Green. Cut.
On 3rd down, Sampson. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Man. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Black 40. Cut, cut.
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Sampson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, we all just got a heck of a show, partner. This was a close game for a long time. Close at half, close down the stretch. Home team finds a way to get it done, a narrow victory.
Yeah, they finished with a flourish, didn't they? Because there were times where each side looked like they were the better team out there. And the outcome was in doubt for much of this game. Every snap seemingly more important than the previous one. Great effort from the guys visiting, but in the end, How about those guys in their home stadium finding a way to win?
So for Salt Lake City, they're on a nice early roll.